What is going on, esports world? Welcome once again to BossFightTV's The Reload. This is episode number 36. We're going to be covering July 31st through August 6th. As always, my name is Josh Engel, also known as Anti-Pro.
And I'm Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike, welcoming you to the only show where you won't hear that Coca-Cola Olympics theme song that's been stuck in my head for the last couple of days.
And we don't ask for money on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we won't through Kickstarter, no theme songs officially.
You know, speaking about Coca-Cola, did you see that video with Sir Scoots in it?
That's got the song in it that I'm talking about, yes. That is where I first seen it, but I've been watching the Olympics on and off.
Jam it out, man.
And that song, it's like they have that song, and it doesn't matter what's in the background.
It's like the Gauss theme.
I swear, one night at like 3 a.m., I was watching ping pong. I was watching the table tennis matches, and there was a guy cooking fajitas, and there's anywhere in the world. That freaking
it's like
song,
Gauss
man.
theme, man.
Whatever.
It's the new Gauss theme. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I hope not. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to start out. We want to thank our awesome sponsor, iHeart Esports, as always. If you don't know who they are, check them out, iHeartEsports.com or at iHeartEsports on Twitter. Make sure you listen throughout the show for a chance to win stickers from iHeart Esports. Simple as that.
Oh, man.
We're actually going to change gears this week. We're going to start with fighting games, which we haven't done in a while.
It's been a while.
So Mike is going to take the floor with SBO.
Yes. As you know, we've been talking a lot about the different qualifiers and things leading up to this. This past weekend, we did see Super Battle Opera, what is, if not the largest tournament in the world, certainly the largest over there in Asia, as a lot of international competition came out to compete for the title of champion and to bring home the pride in their own pseudo-Olympic manner.
It's like EVO Outdoors.
EVO.
That's
It's like EVO.
Mark, man, I can't remember who he was talking to, but I guess he was trying to explain what SBO was to someone. He's like, it's like EVO, but out. Or no, it was the opposite. What's EVO? It's like SBO, but inside.
Right. And you have double elimination.
Yeah.
And there's more wacky rules.
None of that crazy Japanese rules.
Yes. Well, I'll go ahead and say that now, getting into this. You'll see as we normally just post the top 3 results for the sake of conserving time. You will see that there are actually 4 results for each game. That is because the people in third place are tied for third place because of the crazy single
consolidation
elimination
round or whatever.
Yeah, you're either first, second, or somewhere tied for third. You're either first, second, or tied for
first
third.
or you're last.
All right. Whatever. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get right into the results now as we go first into Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. This is the team format, teams of 3s, as you'll see here. In first place, we have Fudo, the team of Fudo, Bon-chan, and Kazun Oko. In second place, we have Kuroken, Kawang Chuchi, and Yi. I'm going to stumble a lot.
That guy.
And it looks just Y, but it's actually pronounced Yi. I do know that one. That's not bad. And second, this is the first third place qualifier or winner. We have RB, Heston Chain, and Gamer B, who took second place at EVO. And our third place, I'm going to call it second third place. Second third place.
But technically, they're both the same.
They're both the same.
We don't want to say one's over the other.
No A stream, B stream, any of that. We have Heidiani, Momochi, and Euro. So those are your results for Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. Moving right along into the other Street Fighter title, they also had Third Strike. Let's get into the results for that. Again, this is the team format. In first place, we have Karada, Boss, and MOV. In second place, we have the team of Ike, Periot, and Genki. In third place, the first team to get third place, we have Nuki, Tokora, and Kokyujin. And in the second team, who also received third place, but in no particular order, we have KO, Ochibi, and Riku Maru. So good stuff to them. We now take and we move into the newest title, which is actually one of the first times that I've actually seen it played in a major tournament.
The first tournament for Persona 4.
Yes, we're talking about Persona 4. So let's get into the results for that. This was the singles format. So in first place, we have Shudo. In second place, we have Hai-chan. Third place, we have Shingo. And as well in third place, we have Denpai. So that actually wraps up all the 2D fighting games. We'll move along now into the third dimension. Whoa, third dimension. And just because I'm so unbiased, I happen to be bringing you results first for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Again, not biased.
I think I'm the one who made that part of the outline, Mike.
You did. But there were some moves. There were some moves. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
But anyway, results.
Don't mess with my outline.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2. In first place, this was teams of 2. In first place, we have AO and Lathan.
Ayo.
In second place, we have the team of Ace and JDCR. And in third place, the first team, we have Yuki and Ryu Oak, or Rio.
There's no K in there.
I know, there was a K for a second there. And the other team to receive third place in Tekken Tag 2 was you and Nobi. So good stuff.
I got third place?
Not you. Why you? Why you all up in my business? Virtual Fighter 5 results. Let's get into the results for that. Again, this is a team format. And first place is the team of Ko Iwa, Kei Butso, and Bari Kun. Actually, that's my favorite name.
That's how you say his name, by the way.
Okay, my bad. Thanks.
I do have to give you props for trying to pronounce all these people's names.
I will. Okay. Well, we'll get through the results.
And
then, okay.
I don't want. If he happens to watch our show, he's gonna be pissed, man. He's gonna be like, "What the hell? He doesn't know how to say my name."
You can turn on the little transcript button at the bottom, which is horrible. Yeah. But anyway, the second team, the team to get second place in Virtual Fighter 5, we have Shiwa, Drake, and Hima Jean. In third place, the first team to receive third place for Virtual Fighter 5, we have Pin Kia, Kumi Chao, and Yago Cage. And the other team to receive third place in Virtual Fighter 5, we have Chibi-san Ako, Chab Ozio, and Puta. Now,
I don't know.
Okay. Soul Calibur 5, this is singles. Let's get into results for that. First place, we have Ruka. In second place, we have Shining Dekopon. In third place, we have Chan Zono, as well as Cha No Yi. And last but not least, talking about moving around things in the script to play to my preference, we get into Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which we have set history. While America and China may be battling for the rights of Olympic pride, whoever has the most gold medals overall, we do have USA, the first ever gold placement at its SBO event. Let's get into results. As you will see, Justin Wong taking first place in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. In second place, we have Kubo. In third place, we have GX, as well as Fry Ida. Which brings me to this week's code. It was going all over Twitter as soon as it happened. Well, I'll go ahead and preface this first. We're talking about the pronunciation of the names and things like that. This was actually a pay-per-view event to watch. So I actually did not watch the event. I did get to see some clips afterwards on YouTube, so there probably were a lot of mispronunciations, and I apologize for that. But another pay-per-view event to watch just kind of, I don't know, seemed weird to me. But if you were on Twitter, you knew as soon as Justin Wong win, because the hashtag USAJWong just flooded the internet. So for this week's code, if you would like to win stickers from iHeart Esports, follow and tweet at iHeart Esports as well as BossFightTV and use the hashtag USAJWong for bringing home gold.
Like a boss.
And Marvel nonetheless, which is probably one of the craziest.
Even with all the crazy glare and lag, apparently. Justin Wong was not happy about the event on Twitter.
Yeah, and as you remember last year, there was some controversy. Bananakin actually had a whole big post and a blog about it. So SBO seems to not be without controversy, unlike the Olympics, which is perfect. Not really. Talking about all these events, all this controversy. Is esports mimicking real sports?
I don't
know. But anyway, those are all of the results. I would like to say USA. Jay Wong taking first place in Marvel. Good stuff. But that actually, all the way around, actually wraps up fighting game news for this week. I will actually pass it over to Josh now for some MOBA news. I
don't know. We need to get some crazy sound effects like that. Anyway, so this weekend hosted two really major events for both League of Legends and Dota 2. Or should I say, well, Dota 2 was the end of an ongoing tournament. But hey, I digress.
Yes.
First things first, we had the Major League Gaming League of Legends Summer Arena, which was a really good show for everybody who was watching. It was free to watch, which was awesome. The stream quality was amazing, and the competition was even better. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the results, and then I'm going to go back and talk a little bit about it. So first things first, we have first place, Azubu Blaze From Korea, Team Solo Mid, one of the favorite North American teams.
My favorite.
And Team Curse at number 3. There were some interesting developments. Number 1, Azubu Blaze it's pretty much one of the first times that a Korean team came over to the United States and won one of our League of Legends tournaments, which was pretty interesting. It was interesting to see how the North American teams kind of dealt with the Korean meta. It'll be interesting to see if we kind of change the way we play, or at least our top players, especially when you go over to Korea. Counterlogic Gaming knows a lot about that since they've been over there for quite some time. And the other interesting thing is in the finals, Azubu Blaze won the first game versus Team Solo Mid, but in the second game, 40 minutes in, the internet dropped in the MLG offices, which means no stream. Everyone got disconnected from the game, which means they had to start over from scratch. And if anyone in the League of Legends world knows, 40 minutes is quite a long. That's pretty far in the game.
That's almost 2 games.
It's not. Well, maybe.
I'm saying
that's not 2 games.
When
man.
you suck like me,
when you suck like League of Legends games
mid.
typically go longer than 40 minutes. They go like an hour.
I'm just saying it's not an official League of Legends tournament until the internet drops,
right,
and they have to replay a game.
But it's interesting though because TSM was on their way back up. They were losing to Azubu Blaze in the beginning. They brought it back, and then right before the internet dropped, they just made some terrible decisions and lost their caught-upness. I was gonna say that, but that's not a word.
Yes.
So Azubu Blaze ended up winning 2-0 in the finals, meaning that they took first place. So congratulations to those guys. Really cool. The second bit of League of Legends news, which came out just today, is Riot announced their new Riot World Championship Series, which they are saying, which Riot is in charge of. Riot's running it. It's not, separate, from the company at all. They said they are still supporting companies like Major League Gaming, Intel Extreme Masters. Like, you're still going to see your favorite League of Legends tournaments, but they are boasting world record or #1 prize payouts for the players. I'm quoting millions. Yes. They said millions. Also, they're paying their players a salary, which is also really interesting. And I'm going to get the quote here. The quote from one of the main Riot guys, I can't remember who said this, they want it to be a sustainable career choice for professional players. Sustainable. So very interesting indeed. It's slated to start in 2013. So be on the lookout. This should be really, really crazy. But I digress. Going on to Dota 2. Yes. Or did you have something to say about?
I didn't have anything else to say.
All right.
No.
Dota 2. We got the Pro Dota 2 League, which we said that last week they were moving towards the end of the brackets. Let's take a look. Actually, there's only 2 teams that I saw. Even on the website, it kind of just showed. So we have Bottom at #1. Second place, we have Counterlogic Gaming, which, is to be expected. Yeah. Very, very good teams. I would have liked to see CLG on top, but unfortunately, Bottom, which is a name that we've been hearing a lot lately.
I'm rooting for Bottom. They've been doing really good.
I like CLG. I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
Big fat to GG.
I'm going to have to get my Bottom t-shirt for next week's show.
Oh, so that is it for the MOBA news. We're going to move on to StarCraft 2, which there's not a lot of crazy amount of StarCraft 2 news this week. First one is the Asus ROG Summer Arena, which was a pretty big event, to say the least. The entire tournament was streamed by the Too Good studio, the GD studio, which is really awesome to see. So let's take a look at the results. Liquid Teja, #1, MC #2, 4GG is #3, and Moon is #4, which I do have to say, the stream quality was amazing, and it was free, so a lot of people were on Reddit and Twitter going, we don't need any more pay-per-view StarCraft events because they did this for free, and it's amazing. Yeah. So, just saying. Also, we have a quick little thing from the IPL Team Arena. They're in the losers finals right now. Team Liquid won 5-3 over Slayers. Boom, simple as that. Not a lot going on there. And that actually wraps up StarCraft 2 news. We're going to move into some first-person shooter news and we're going to start with well, I can't say the world. It's the United States' largest LAN party, Quakecon.
Yes. QuakeCon 2012. Actually, I'll just throw it out and say this was a huge weekend for FPS fans all the way around. Obviously, for all of you old school, scruffy PC gamers like myself, you've seen that QuakeCon happen, and you got to see some great, even though it was Quake Live, still good Quake action. Let's get into first, this is the Dual Invitational Masters Championships. This was by invitation only. The top players around the world and from the past a little bit. Let's get into the results for that. In first place, we have Dehang, which was actually really surprising. You talk about North America, Rafa is always the one. Rafa or 04 was in the tournament, as well as Crazy Man, otherwise known as CZM, one of my all-time favorites, Paul Nelson. Actually, Dehang for America takes first place. In second place, we have Cypher, who has been crushing all of last year, even 2010 a little bit. And in third place, we have Rafa, as I mentioned, the great American Hope, taking third place. So good job to Dehang. Well-deserved. I mean, incredible race to the finish, taking first place. Good stuff there. Let's move on now into the CTF, Capture the Flag Championships. In first place, we have Team Roof with 3 O's. Roof. That was the team of... I thought that too. I was waiting for you to do that. Team Roof, consisting of Dehang, Rafa, Sparks, and ID. They took first place. Second place was the Phone Men, which was Brick, Fleischer, KGB, and the legendary 04, as I mentioned previously from the dual tournament. And in third place, we have Seriously Ill, which was Vizard, Adrenaline, Wonko, and Klopp Holwyn, who actually, a lot of those guys from Seriously Ill participated in the Open dual tournament as well, which another site was supposed to be bringing you information about, so I will not attempt to step on their toes. Hopefully they'll have results out soon, but we'll have to wait and see about that. And last piece of news from QuakeCon, I actually do want to give a shout out to Team. I myself, being a fan of Quake and of gaming, Josh, you know, how many letters can you have in your name tag for your clan? Which is usually down to...
It's normally 3.
3 or 4. Well, there was a team that participated, and their name was Ground Beef. You know what their tag was?
What?
80-20. As not only a fan of gaming, but also a foodie myself, you know that ground beef, like hamburger, usually consists of 80% meat, 20% fat. So I just thought that was hilarious. I really like it. So Ground Beef, you guys are awesome. Definitely hands down my favorite team from QuakeCon 2012. I know that's going over a lot of people's heads, but those guys know what I'm talking about. So also alongside QuakeCon, we also had the EGL 7, which took place once again in Blackpool, England. This was more of the console side. We've seen games such as Modern Warfare 3, Gears, and Halo being played. Still no PC stuff from EGL. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into results for that. First, we're going to bring you Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox 360 and receive results here for that. In first place, we have Optic Gaming. In second place, we have SK's Dominance. And in third place, we have Four Kings, which is very interesting to say that Optic, this is their back-to-back win at EGL events. But as you remember previously, they played as Apex when they got acquired and then went back to Optic. This is only the second team to do that, so very good to see that dominance happen there. Let's move on now into the PS3 side of Modern Warfare 3. In first place, we have Team Vital Gaming. In second place, we have Infested. And in third place, we have Skitlight. Good stuff to all those guys. Now let's move out of Call of Duty. Let's get into Gears of War 3. This is the 4v4 format. In first place, we have Team Apex. In second place, we have X's. And in third place, we have Team NTC. But that's not all that happened. Josh.
Halo.
Tell me about Halo.
Yeah. So the Halo competition was really cool, as always, and me being a Halo person. Let's take a look at the results for Halo here. First place, we have Total Esports Circuit. Second place, which is a name that you are very familiar with, the Western Wolves. In third place, finally, we have Apex Power. But that was not the only Halo event that was going on this weekend. There was one going on right here in the United States. Up in Chicago, we have the Arena Gaming Chicago Halo Circuit Tournament, whatever you want to call it. which is really cool. It took a lot of professional players and teams that used to play for used to play at Major League Gaming. It's really awesome to see the community come together and work on a tournament like this. Hopefully we'll see more. I'm sure you've seen my rants before, like Halo, get out there and start your own damn community because MLG doesn't care about you. I'm just saying.
We're taking Chicago.
We're
taking North Carolina.
Yeah. Anyways, let's
BR, whatever.
Wow. Anyways, let's take a look at the results for that tournament. We have status quo number 1, which is a pretty large team or big team that you heard of before, obviously. Carbon, and then third place team Avengers, which was comprised of some players from Major League Gaming teams as well. So congratulations to those teams. Hopefully we will see more Halo tournaments in the future.
Yeah.
But that wraps up the esports regular news. We have some miscellaneous stuff that Mike pulled out, some team changes and such, so let's get on down to business before we get done.
Yes, first and foremost, we talk about those team changes. Probably the most impressive and really happy to see about. Fans of fighting games know the name PR Balrog and know of his extensive history within fighting games. He has been acquired by Team Evil Geniuses.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll be playing with his buddies Ricky Ortiz and Justin Wong, as well as Flo. So good stuff there. Another team change, interestingly, Finger Cramp Jago has left Finger Cramp. You were going to sing the song, weren't you? You're going to Finger Cramp Jago.
I wasn't going to sing the song. I was just shaking my head in disbelief.
Well, his contract, Jago's contract with Finger Cramp came up, and lo and behold, he has moved back to Empire Arcadia, which is an interesting move considering the past of Empire Arcadia. But one thing that may have fueled this change is actually the Video X Games, the tournament that we brought to you, the results out of the Caribbean, actually has partnered with Empire Arcadia in a quote-unquote 5-figure deal. So their players will be wearing the Video X Game logo on their jerseys and things like that, as well as Empire Arcadia has officially become the Guinness World Record for most prolific team with documented tournament wins. So a lot of stuff happening there, and we'll have to see how that all progresses forward. And last but not least, the last bit of news I have, CNN, the major news network, has just recently posted a interactive news article called Gaming Reality, in which they followed around players, they put MVP and Marine King to their race to the WCG 2011 finals. There's also a little bit of Tasteless in there talking about it, but the video is in different segments. It takes about a half hour to watch, and 20 minutes of that video is spent talking about Korea's problem with addiction to video games. So, whereas you thought this was going to be
mainstream media,
CNN,
that's all I got to say.
Here we go, esports. Nope, it's a lot of the time is spent talking about the pitfalls of playing video games. So, it's still a good article. The video is still okay to watch too. It's interesting to see.
Skip to the end.
Yeah, everybody come together on that one. That is all the news I have. Josh, do you have anything miscellaneous?
That's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. So we want to thank you guys for watching our episode once again. Make sure you tune in and make sure you remember the code to win some stickers from iHeart Esports. As always, we want to thank you. My name is Josh Engel, also known as Anti-Pro.
And I'm Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike, thanking you for supporting esports, whatever capacity you do, as well as thank you for considering.